Hey y'all, it's Kiara, and we are back with another episode of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode we defeated the fiery thing, that flaming boulder of doom and death and destruction. It's basically the only way I know how to describe it. The Girahim set on us, and we found out that we were too late to help Zelda. Shame on Link. And I mean, it's just part of the storyline. It's not that we actually can do anything about it. I would actually laugh if somebody tried to hack the game to see if they could get there just a second faster. I've confirmed the location of the third opening in the cloud barrier in the sky to the southwest. It will allow you to reach a new area on the surface. I suggest going there as soon as you are suitably prepared. So, the only bad thing about the shield that I just bought, it doesn't really, reflect electricity. Actually, it murders Link with electricity. Gosh, I want to go over there. It's pretty brutal. So we are going to first get a new shield, and then we're going to complete a slight side quest. My intention, after this Let's Play is over, I'm going to hopefully do a Heart Piece compilation video and a Gratitude Crystal compilation video. Just so that it's clear where everything is and what order I got it and all that. So if you're playing and you're not exactly playing along, maybe you're getting the game later or something, you can just easily go and find a reference guide for where the heart pieces are and where the gratitude crystals are. So that's gonna be very nice. I hope I can get it done. I will do it if I have time to do it. I have had an issue with not having time to do anything, and hopefully that's going to change soon. And I'll talk more about it in my Mario Kart Wii episode. That's going to be kind of an update video, which is going out probably long before this will. So if you want to see what I'm find out more about what I'm talking about, just go back to that Mario Kart Wii. I believe it's going to be the 4th one. I think it's going to be the 4th or 5th. It's whatever one's posted on January, or not January, December 30th. You can go back to the December 30th one, and you'll be able to do that. See what I'm talking about. Because I don't really want to talk too much about updates in a Let's Play video. Yeah. Let's see if we can upgrade this again. Nope! Nope. That's not happening. Alright, so we are going to go off to do that side quest. And even though I'm done with the game, I still can't exit the bazaar correctly, because it puts you off in a different direction. Of course, depending on where you exit, and I always leave the potions area to try and get out this way. And that doesn't work. So if we come over here, this guy's gonna have a question mark. I wonder where she's gone. Well, I guess we'll see if we can solve this problem. I'm so worried. So worried. What's wrong? Oh, Link. You really want to hear about all my troubles? That's kind of you. So you see, a short while ago my little sister went out for a quick flight, but she hasn't come home yet. It was getting late for her to still be out, so I went looking for her everywhere, but I couldn't find her. I just hope nothing has happened. I'm worried sick thinking about it. Hey, Link, would you mind helping me look for her? She said she was curious about that colorful island that appeared recently, so I suspect she's somewhere in the southwestern sky. I'm counting on you, Link. So is everybody. So we're gonna go see if we can find her. She is not where people initially look for her. Most people initially look for her, obviously, at that colorful island in the sky. That's naturally what you would think. That's what I thought too. I immediately went to that island and was like, where is she? Why isn't she there? And I hit a wall. Well, because she didn't make it to the island. Not in a morbid way. She just didn't get all the way there. By the way, we're going to become very familiar with that island once I have to do the mini game on it. I dread that heart piece. I hate it. You're going to get a heart piece on that island, and I hate it. Here is where she is. So if we come over here, we'll find out. Wow. Well, if it isn't Link, I'm so glad you're here. My bird got injured while I was out for a quick flight, and now he can't fly. I somehow managed to make a crash landing here, but now he can't get home. I can't go home until my bird's better. I need medicine to make him healthy. Of course, it can't be human medicine. It has to be bird medicine. Hey, Link, I really need your help. Will you go get some bird medicine for me? Of course. Thank you. You're a real lifesaver. My older brother has some bird medicine. Just go and find him and he'll give you what I need. I bet he's probably pacing around the plaza in Skyloft waiting for me to come home and being worried out of his mind. Huh? Really? You already spoke to him? Well, that makes things easier. I'll be waiting for you here with my bird. Hurry back. I'm really curious with these side quests. Oh, never mind. Oh, he's probably going to tell me I need an empty bottle. I really hope he doesn't. I was thinking with the Lumpy Pumpkin one, that if, I thought that he gave you a bottle, not that you had to have one to fill, so I thought we might be able to steal his bottle, but clearly not. Don't make me waste 20 rupees. Do not make me waste 20 rupees. Honestly, I think there's a lot more to Skyloft than the creators put in the game. And I'll discuss that at a later time. But especially things like these blocks and this... I just feel like there should be some purpose to this area other than the decoration. I feel like there should have been something here. What do you have to say now, sir? What? You found my sister? Her bird's injured and can't fly? That's terrible. In that case, take her this as quick as you can. These are mushroom spores. They will heal the bird's injury. You got some mushroom spores. These spores come from... You can actually collect those yourself. If she uses this, it will quickly heal her bird. She should then be able to make her own way home. Take it to my sister. You can keep the empty bottle once she has had a chance to use the stuff inside. Okay. I'm counting on you, Link. So the game is trying to make sure you don't steal any bottles. Thank you, game, for that. But yeah, I feel like there's more to Skyloft than we actually got in the game. Especially, you'll find later in the game, if you remember in Wind Waker, how there were those what do you call it? The town flower quest, I guess you would call it, the town planters. You could do that. I don't even remember what it was for, but you could. That's the point. And there's some plant spots in Skyloft, so...
Wow.
Oh, mushroom spores, what a relief. You brought some medicine? Here, take it. Thank you, now I can heal my bird's injury. And I'm sure if somebody wanted to, like, do... No, my poor bird should be healthy again in no time. If somebody, for some reason, wanted to, avoid that bottle, they could, and then gratitude crystals. They could go down to Farron and get the spores and put it in their own bottle and come back up and give it to her. I bet that would work. And for some reason you wanted to avoid bottles. I don't know why you would want to avoid bottles. Just in case you do. Here we go. See you back in town. So from here, I think we're going to head off to Lanaroo. Yes, I insist on calling it Lanaroo. That's just how I've always pronounced it. And even though the goddess it's named for's name is Nehru, I really think it's pronounced Lanaroo, and nobody's going to be able to convince me otherwise. It's just, it's how it feels comfortable saying. Like, there's some words where they have another word that matches it, but they're not pronounced the same, if that makes any sense. I can't think of one off the top of my head. A report, Master Link. We have arrived in Lanaroo Mind. Mind? Mine? Why can't I speak? I'm really sorry for any pronunciation errors. I don't know what's going on. This arid region was transformed into a desert over the course of several hundred years. So we've now opened up a new area. Now, people complain that there's only 3 areas in the game to go to. I disagree. My projections show that Zelda must have traveled through this area. There is a... Gotcha. There's a chest somewhere over here. We can't get that yet. Just so you know. The reason I say I disagree is people complain there's like, oh, there's only 3 areas to go to in this game. Yeah, it's 3 areas, but it's 3 very vast areas where you're constantly opening new areas in those old areas, if that makes any sense. And normally I'm not a huge fan of backtracking, and this game has a lot of it. But it's fun backtracking. Except for moving these things. These aren't fun. And I don't look forward to being timed moving these later. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, I deserve to do-do-do-do-do for that. These things are evil. They're electrical chews. They are evil. Just trust me, they are evil. You don't want to get one of those things on you, because they will electrocute you. There's no doubt that they will electrocute you. They hate people, pretty much. And then we... Nope. Link, behave. I tend to not bomb the rocks in the... I did bomb the rocks in this area. I think it's just rupees. You'll want to start bombing rocks a little later on. Die. I hate those things. Hey, look, bombs. Just what I needed. Love these things. They're like all explodey-like. And they make big booms, so that's always fun. We are going to want to push this. Just go ahead and push this, because I know we need to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to. At least. Okay. So, if we come in here, we see this thing. This thing's fun. I love these. They are called time shift stones. And Phoebe will probably inform us of that in a minute. Why do I like this? Well, one, the music was kind of eh. You know, it was eh. Actually, I like Zelda music, so it wasn't really that eh. But, listen to the music now. Wait for it. Not that music. See? I love the music change here. I'm just gonna say, so these guys are now alive. Do not interfere with mining operations. Stop talking to me, Zerpt. I am able to confirm that a time shift has occurred in this space. Any impact to the blue stones creates a sustained temporal disruption field in the surrounding area. Readings show that this area is in a past time state. There are rupees up there if you want them. I don't really care. That's a minecart for transporting time shift stones, Zerpt. They're not for human use, so get lost, Vroom. I actually like the robots. A lot of people don't. I like them though. The minecart in front of the door is going to pass through here, so it's dangerous for you to be there, Vroom. Maybe you should just go away, Zerpt. So let's go ahead and, maybe. Which one do we want to go in? I don't know! I can't remember! Dang it! Wait. I'm going... This one leads to 20 rupees. The one that we need to progress is this one. I believe. I hope. But a lot of people don't like the robots. And I think they're given a lot of grief because people wanted Gerudos. I think that's the main reason people don't like them. Is they want Gerudos over robots. My thing is, I will explain this, try and explain this quickly. You see these? These are the robots. So, I have to wonder if they wanted Gerudos, but I mean, you have to imagine, this is going back to before the, whatever caused all these problems, probably back to the time of the goddess, or whatever, that time period, the whoops, that they're talking about going to in that gate of time, back then. So, the Gerudos would be dead too. They wouldn't have survived that. So, imagine instead of little robots, bones. Yeah. So, that's probably why. You're interested in the time shift stones? Then you should take a tour of Lanaroof mining facility. Zoop! The time shift stones power us as well as the machines we use. Reap! That's why we have to stay hard at work. Zoop! I didn't mean to be so, like, gross with that, but yeah, they would probably be dead, and I don't think that Nintendo could have gotten a, E rating if they had dead stuff. The robots being dead is much more acceptable than people being dead. And really, do you want to see this cool feature go away? I actually really like the time shift stones. They tend to get rid of these guys! What was the other thing? Oh, the other issue people have with the robots is they feel really bad for them because they feel like they're killing them when they turn off their time shift stone. Because when you hit another time shift stone, you're getting rid of, you're turning off one that you've already turned on. So people feel like they're killing the robots by doing that. Think of it this way, it's going to the past. So Link is actually just randomly appearing to them, and then he's just randomly disappearing. It really has no, they're not dying. If that makes anybody feel better, the robots are not dying when you hit it. They're just going back to their normal life and Link's not there. So hopefully that puts some people's minds at ease, because that initially was a concern for me, and somebody mentioned that on, I think on Zelda Universe. I know I've mentioned that site before. I think somebody mentioned it on there, and I like that idea, that you're not killing them, you're just setting them back to where they were, and that's electricity. I hate you. You can... No! Oh, crap. Run, Link! And I died. No, I didn't. You can die. Did you give me a heart at least? Yes, you did. I like hearts. Because sinking in this doesn't take a heart. Getting burned in lava takes a heart, sinking in this doesn't. And I automatically got a stamina berry. That's hilarious, actually. So do that. Oh, that was stupid. I should have waited. My bad. Oops. Usually it's just easier to take these guys out. I'm actually thinking it might be easier just to make a straight run for it. No. I reject your reality. I reject your electricity. Because I don't like that guy. And he'll disappear if I get a time shift. And kill those guys. So where would we get a time shift from? I don't know. Yeah. I'm cool like that. We might get it from over here. Now, I had the hardest time with this initially. I did eventually figure it out on my own, but it took me the longest time to figure out to roll it. Oh. Run, Link. And it blew up my bomb. I need to collect these, because I don't have enough. I had 0. I'm really not used to running out of bombs. I know, this is fun watching me collect bombs. At least they're free and I don't like have to, go back to town to get them. This is actually very convenient. It saves a lot of editing. Here they go. Alright, so we've got bombs. So we're just gonna roll it on down here and... maybe? Boom! We've unveiled a time shift crystal. Well, we can't quite get it from here. We could probably get it with a bomb. I find the beetle easier. Because you're not going to be able to run all the way across that sand. So this heals the entire area. Gosh, I hate these things. I'm just gonna get him with the beetle. That's the easiest way. I could also throw a bomb at him and he'd eat it. But that's more fun to him with the beetle. So I'll just come through here and we'll take care of him with the beetle too. Nope. No, we won't. Come here. There we go. And we'll get this chest. I believe it's a goddess plume. Or one of the rarer items. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. I got blue feather. In my practice file, I think I got goddess plume from that chest. So it's just random what comes in this chest. So that's always fun. I hate you. Just wanted to point that out. I hate quadrobabas. They're annoying. So we hop in here and go on a little ride. Good times, good times. Make sure you blow up those rocks I blew up earlier so you can just go straight through. And this puts us outside. Really quickly before, well, cutscene will interrupt this. We have arrived at Lanaru Desert. The terrain in this area changed dramatically as the climate forces rapidly turned it into a desert. I have confirmed numerous areas of sink sand. Should you step in sink sand, you may be swallowed by the desert. As a safety measure, I recommend you check your terrain on your map with plus. My readings indicate that Zelda has passed through here. As previously stated, this area is highly dangerous. I suggest reuniting her quickly to determine the motivations behind her actions at Eldin Province. So, obviously from this map, you can probably guess, I'm pretty sure this is the Gerudo desert in future games. Really quickly though, before I end off this episode, I want to show off a little area that will, maybe, that we'll be coming back to later in the game, but not quite yet. And slice that. And this will basically get us partway into the desert, but I will be starting back the next episode, that bird statue. But I wanted to show off this thing really quickly. That's not how I do it. That's not how you do it at all. That's how you act silly. So to get back up from there, you can, if you want to come back up to this area, you can just do that. Now what I was trying to do, let's try this once more. Go up here and slide along this. I'm sorry, maybe it's just me. I really find these things neat. I guess I'm just the audience for Zelda, because I find things like this neat. This belongs to that colorful island, and we'll be able to get it later in the game. But we can't get it quite yet, and we can't even get it after this dungeon. Well, we can get it after this dungeon, if that makes any sense. I tried to come back in the middle of this dungeon to get it, and I couldn't, but after a couple cutscenes after this dungeon, we can get it. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I find this area so fascinating because of, I mean, you never thought of this being leafy green. It's so happy. But if you like this part, please subscribe, comment, or like, and I will see y'all later.